Three, two, one. The worst person you can attempt to be is someone else. Learn to liberate yourself from the crowd and form your own original opinions. The more people involved in a group, the less logical the group gets as you rely on each other for guidance and end up creating a hive mind. Break free and think for yourself critically and sensibly. I'm your host, Joseph Wergy, and I would like to welcome you to episode 2 of the Sensical Intelligence podcast. Thank you for tuning in. I would like you to follow me on social media in IG and Twitter under the moniker under the handle Life of Imola. Today we have a guest, a good friend of mine, Adam Monticelli.
Yo,
Adam,
yo, what's up?
would you like to tell the listeners about yourself?
What's up, guys? Adam Monticelli. Went to St. Joe, graduated same class as Joe. Currently go to Drexel right now. Fixing Chromebooks down at Pittsgrove. Living the dream.
Where can we find you on social media?
Social media, Instagram, Adam Monticelli. The M is shared between that. Monacellli. And Twitter, Monticelli Adam.
Yo, everybody go follow my boy. Yo,
Keep the
last week,
follows up.
last episode we discussed Donald Trump and clout babies. This episode we're under free thinking. What's your opinion on society and free thinking, Adam?
I think free thinking can go. I was thinking about this a lot. It can go just as little as being at work and your boss tells you to do something and you're thinking you sit there and think, shit, I don't know how to do this. Am I going to keep going back to him and asking him like, hey, how do I do this, how do I do this, or am I just going to figure out what to do on my own? Because that's a big example I've been experiencing in my life. So that's when I went off of that. And I can see that with some people that they constantly need to ask, hey, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do this. They don't even attempt to try it on their own, or they just they don't know what to do. They're just constantly asking for help. And I think it starts with that. And once you establish that down, that you have that ability to, hey, maybe before I even go ask for help, I'm going to try this. And once you breach that step, then you can move on to start thinking a lot more critically about, maybe not a decision you have to make, but like just major decisions going around in the world, like especially in this era, you can start thinking for yourself about that and make decisions. I think it's just that little step can help lead to something big.
Yeah. Do you think it's something that's lost in our society?
Uh, I think there's, I think a critical thinking it's gonna turn into a rare breed of people. I think it's just gonna slowly dwindle down and down with people just gonna read the first thing they see on social media having such a big impact today that they'll see the first thing they read and take that for truth.
Yeah.
Or worse, they'll spread that to other people who will do the exact same thing, and the cycle just keeps going on and on.
Um, and you see it nowadays. People just like to be spoon fed information rather than actually looking up to see what happens. And it happens a lot with science articles. You see, and just have everyone panic. Like when what was it called? There was about to be a shortage. They predicted that there was gonna be a shortage in supplies. Everybody went to the stores and created this supply shortage. And come to find out, we could still go to the grocery store and buy stuff. But when you go in there, it's completely empty.
Yeah, I don't think the grocery stores never closed once. Like they were all deemed essential businesses from the start, so they were continuously working. And the people that were working there, they definitely wanted to keep working there to support their families and stuff. So they had no intent. It just they were. I didn't think there was ever going to be a real shortage of anything from the start.
Yeah. And this is why I really think you just cannot tell people shit. Honestly, I cannot
People like
trust.
to be people like to be spoon fed in general.
Yeah,
Information, actual food. Just they like the easy way out of life.
yeah. Would you consider yourself a free thinker?
I'm definitely turning into. I am a free thinker. Uh, when you think about it on the spot, like it's hard to just describe like how it is.
Yeah.
It's just like a way of life almost. Like you just look at things differently. Uh, I think a big thing about it is the interact reading people's emotions and the way they say things or do things. and you can read their emotions and how they really feel about stuff. I think that's a big thing of critical thinking. I don't know. I just feel like it's important.
Yeah.
Something I focused on.
Yeah, with social media, influence is everywhere, and sometimes that's a good and a bad thing because people with intelligent things to say, they can spread useful information. That's only if they have a big platform. And you see a lot of the biggest platforms just spewing nonsense.
Hmm. Fun fact: Turning Point USA follows me on Instagram. I don't know why they do. I never like reached out to them or anything. They just followed me one day.
You probably had a funny ass comment. That's probably why.
I no, I didn't. Like I don't never really comment on anything. I like pictures every now and then, but I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, I think it's stupid that celebrities have the most influence, and anything they say, just like the herd. I would call people sheep because most people are sheep. They just eat it up.
And I feel like another thing they do is they say it in such an aggressive way, like whatever they say, and it's always followed by something like, and this is the only way to think about it. And if you don't agree with me, then you're a sexist or you're racist or I mean obviously if that could be the case in most times, but I think sometimes the issue could just be over exaggerated.
Yeah, it's like you're familiar with the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion situation, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
And then I read this one tweet. It's like if you don't think Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion, just say you hate black women and move on. I'm just thinking to myself, I'm
Yeah.
like, where did
That's
they do that at?
definitely it's definitely a big black and white. Like there's either they look at it as it's either this or that when it's clearly not. It's definitely a lot of different ways to interpret things. There's always a lot of different ways to interpret things. Most things at least. Not
Yeah,
many things in this world are just black or white, one thing or another.
yeah, it's
There's
because
always
you,
different.
yeah, you finish your point.
No, I did. You go. You go.
Because I always think that the truth is always somewhere in the middle. It's never black and white, like you said.
Yeah, there's always a different. There's always many ways to interpret things, and the right way is always. I feel like the right way is however you want to see it, or I wouldn't say that because then everyone would just. That's how the BS starts spewing out.
Yeah,
People believe that the right way is how I interpret it, right?
yeah.
Oh, everyone should interpret it my way then because it's right, and then that's how it spreads. But
They don't they don't think about having open discussions and listening to people's points.
so, and yeah, in some issues, the right way to interpret it might not. I mean, it exists, but it will never be found or heard because nobody cares, or the people that do care to listen to it are so minuscule that it just outweighs the people that could care less about it and just want the same black or white issue, and so they can pick a side and just relentlessly fight the other side on social media to death.
Hmm. I'm gonna throw you a curveball. You think it was good for the CIA to reveal that the tape of the aliens?
Uh, did it come out? I
Yeah,
remember
like
seeing something about it, but is it like
yeah.
completely released?
Well, they released it like part of it. They said it's gonna come out soon. But do you think it's a good idea to release it to the public?
Yeah, that's um maybe it'll start making some more free thinkers. It'll definitely start. The rest of the world is gonna start shitting bricks. Maybe we'll go through a shortage then.
Yeah. I don't think they should have released it. I think they should have like kept it and just not told people.
No, you know those doomsday bunkers people you see on TV shows? They're hype. They've been
They're
waiting
hyper.
for this.
They're hype as shit. They've
Like
been waiting for this.
that TV moment, like where I put my life on the line. It's all coming down to this moment.
You have the old disheveled man be like he's been in a
There,
bunker for 30 years.
that's his dignity on the line. He lived for that, and it's finally coming in. Probably would you? They some of those people live better off in the bunker than they do in their own house.
Yeah, and I'm like, after you're right, then what? Like, what did it do after that? I'm like, oh
Congratulations.
congratulations. And then they're still living in that fucking bunker.
And while everyone else is dead. Enjoy your canned green beans and corn.
Hmm. A question for you. He says, how do you weed out the bad information on social media?
I feel like that's pretty easy. I think a telltale sign is uh when people you can I think it's pretty easy to see when someone doesn't know what they're talking about, and you combine that with over aggressiveness of trying to prove or push their point that may not make sense even.
Hmm.
Like you could say a point on Twitter or something and you could tweet about it, but I don't know. Or to start off with, I think tweeting about it in the first place is already being pretty aggressive. But then when you're just going to be over aggressive in the tweet, then that's just you could see it right there that they're just trying to manipulate people to believe what they want to believe.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people threatening to put hands on each other on Twitter, especially.
Oh, Twitter is just so toxic. Don't get me wrong though. Like people can be in the right. Like they're pushing aggressively for something that needs to be pushed aggressively. That may not have any attention to it. That needs attention to it immediately, and that's fine. But then there's also you like it's just something you have to like see and know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see a tweet and you see when they have to tweet under it then like I'm muting all replies because I don't care to listen to any of it. Like you tweeted something extremely controversial and you're just scared that you don't want the smoke. Like if you're gonna tweet something controversial, you got to be ready for it.
Yeah, I remember this one girl at my old school. I'm not even gonna say her name on here, but people that are watching are gonna know who exactly I'm talking about. She posted a, I guess somebody else posted a video on Snapchat of her talking about the coronavirus and then blaming all the Chinese people. It's like, oh, all the Chinese people fuck us over, and it someone got it from there and they put it on Twitter and she got completely doxxed. They sent out her social security, her credit cards, and her house information. I
What?
was- yeah, I'm like, yo, these people are crazy. All on
Oh
Twitter.
my
She had to delete everything. And even when she apologized, you just read all the tweets. They were like, nah, she's not sorry.
god. What? Yeah, I'm gonna need a name drop after this. I did not hear anything about this. That's wild.
Bro, it got like 100,000 views in one day. I remember I posted on Snapchat like just the view count. I'm like, oh my god, it's booming. And then our
What?
friends told me to go take it down. I was like, I'm gonna take it down out of her
I,
consideration.
I think I know who you might be talking about. Like, not I don't know the situation, but from what you told, someone pops into my mind. Well, you'll have to tell me that more later.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
that was funny as fuck though. Knox.
uh, do you have a political party of choice? Like,
Uh, I'll be the first one to admit that I was never really political, and
mhm.
then like in high school, like when Trump first got elected,
Oh my
and
god, so many Trump supporters.
dude, and I was just riding the wave. Like I just thought, like I was all my friends were doing it. There was a picture of me in that Trump flag in like lunchroom, and like I just didn't know. Like I literally could care less. I didn't know. Like I was just like, where this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then I had a funny moment. My dad works for the Daily Journal, like
Oh.
paper, and one day he had this reporter who was over staying from Germany, and he was trying to get information about like the election and Trump. And my mom had ties with Kellyanne Conway,
Hmm.
Trump's political campaign advisor or
Hmm.
campaign manager. That's another funny story I'll have to tell later. But I don't know. It was at that moment that I started to not reevaluate, but like I just didn't really, I wasn't really political at that point. He not that we talked about it, but like we had dinner with him and he just brought up a lot of interesting points, like
Hmm.
not directly to me, but like just talking about it at dinner, because obviously that was going to be the, and that's what everyone was talking about at dinner.
Yeah.
And I wasn't paying attention. I just got like Assassin's Creed 4 or it was Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Like it was going in one ear and out the other. But he started to make something to reach out to me, so I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But going back, oh, sorry, I completely got off the main point there.
Good.
Uh, uh, I would say right now, I definitely don't have a political party affiliation. I feel like many people, political parties are such a gray area right now. There's so many Republicans that probably voted for Biden, and I bet you there's even some Democrats that wanted no part of Biden and even voted for Trump. So I feel like right now political parties are pretty gray area. You
Yeah.
have your extremists, and they're gonna stay on their sides. But
Yeah. For
I,
me, what are you gonna say?
I would say I don't have one right now.
Yeah. For me, I don't have one either. Like in high school, I was kind of leaning towards more liberal, and then like I just noticed all the corruption that they have, and they just cover it up
Hmm.
and act like it's not a thing. And then I just realized myself after it was a Joe Rogan podcast with Elon Musk. I think he was talking about how he doesn't have a party affiliation, but he thinks that people should have conservative views and liberal views. And I really thought about it. I was like, we do. And I think the best thing for myself would be independent. And I'm not really engage in it.
At the very least, just look at an issue in a like a political way. Look at it from both sides, like a liberal and a conservative way, and just take in both sides because that'll help you understand. If you look at things from the liberal side and you maybe look at it from the conservative side at one point, it might help you understand their side better and your side better, and just overall help your understanding of an issue to give
Yeah.
you make help you make a more clear choice.
Yeah. Because the situations are it's usually in the middle. Like, it can't be too far right and too far left. Because over the past 4 years, like the divide just gotten crazy.
I didn't never seen anything this bad before.
Yeah, and like it's always
I remember
something. What
I
do you
remember
say?
being in I remember being in elementary school, and there was the Obama and Mitt Romney,
Oh
and I
yeah,
remember people were getting mad that Mitt Romney was like treating the country like a business. I was like, wow, I've never seen people get this mad about people running for president before.
yeah,
Little did I know, soon to come would be a total shit
total
show
shit.
and total.
Yeah, it was a lot worse this year because I forget. No, it was a lot worse during high school because you would have the black group of students and then the white group of students. You know what side they lead towards,
Yeah,
and then
hmm
somebody would say some bullshit, particularly the the I would say the Republican students, and
yeah,
then they'd lose their shit. The black students,
and it's just and that's just like what are you trying to prove by like just talking about your politics in the middle of like high school? Like you're just
like
trying to incite something. You're trying
like
to start something.
exactly like I'm trying to eat
Why
my
are you
lunch.
instigating? My pizza sticks.
Like I'm trying to eat my pizza sticks right now, and you
I
coming
was
over here with that. Like, get out of here.
I was a fat ass then. I had two orders of pizza sticks.
Best
It was
believe they were good though.
yeah,
What's it like?
might have to
No, what were you gonna say?
might have to stop back for a luncheon.
To our luncheon.
Ballin', run through like Billy Madison.
what's it? What's it like not being involved in a political party compared to the people around you?
Uh, it was definitely fun. When I registered independent, I didn't really think much about it. I don't really think much about it now. I feel like I'm surrounded by a lot of uh people that don't really have much of a political affiliation. I mean, except my girlfriend.
I'm not gonna. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's definitely on the left. I'm gonna have
she's
her.
definitely on the left side.
I'm gonna have her on here and just let her like. Just say whatever she wants, pretty much.
Have a political rant. Be like,
Yeah.
say how much can you say about Trump in 10 minutes? Go. Just stop watching. Like just she. I want more time. Add more
Bro,
time to the fun.
either nobody would look at it or there'd be so many negative comments.
I don't think it would.
Yeah.
It would be amazing. Everyone would watch it.
Yeah.
Just in case Gianna watches it. Just in case she sees this episode for some crazy reason because I'm in
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna put you
it.
on there. I'm
Gotta
definitely gonna
gotta.
put you.
Just in case she sees this, be Gianna.
Was it
But maybe.
I lost my train of thought. Uh yeah. Hmm. Jesus Christ, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about the political parties.
Yeah.
Um
What's it like not affiliating with one?
yeah. It's really not too bad, honestly. I really
Uh.
thought I was gonna get more pushback from my siblings because they're mostly they lean left because they really don't dive into politics like that.
Yeah.
Only around the election.
I'll say somebody that I knew. I when I said that I haven't been I'm not surrounded by people that aren't really politically affiliated. I guess it's because I haven't been around them recently. I've kind of just been at home, just going to work. I don't talk. My boss, he's on Reddit. He is hardcore anti-Trump. When I go in there to ask him a question, he sits on the Reddit page. He just goes from thread to thread, keyboard warrior, typing away.
Oh
He
my,
is out there fighting the fights on Reddit.
he's fighting a good fight.
He's madman. I would not step a foot on any Reddit thread.
Never,
Uh,
because it doesn't end. Because the Trump supporters they really go hard for this man.
I do somebody from college. Uh, he would always have a political opinion, and it was always more conservative, and it was they'd usually be pretty just outwardly like the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life.
It'd probably be the craziest shit you ever heard.
It he just it's definitely an example of not critical thinking and like the
Not
first
thinking.
not thinking at all. My favorite example was I saw a tweet and it was a picture of one of the rioters or at the Capitol building and it was a tattoo he had on his hand and the Trump someone a conservative was like it's a hammer and sickle. This guy's Antifa. He's a communist. But it was really just an emblem from a game, Dishonored 2. And the game developer had the quote tweet it and was like, I can assure you it is not that.
See,
I
because
thought that was so funny. And
they
they
just
always have the post made up and everything with the picture and they have the caption. It's like, this is not a Trump supporter. This man is Antifa. This logo is actually like they have all their
mhm.
I will say this: the right does have some pretty good graphic editors.
Oh yeah.
They're quick with those little pictures that are pointing out someone's really blood worshipping demon hunter or some kind of pedophile ring. They have those infographics quick. They spit those out. Like the one I saw of that tweet, like that
Mhm.
was like an hour after. Like it was quick.
Oh my
Those
god.
how do they get these pictures and spit these images out? It's funny.
It's pretty bad in the YouTube comment section. Oh my goodness. It's so bad. I'm like
I would never even want to look at the YouTube comment section for any relevant information whatsoever.
it is both sides attacking each other. I was just sitting there just laughing because I know the people from Trump's side they come in with some heat with some mean
Yeah.
burns.
Uh-huh. They
Just the most out of pocket shit ever.
the YouTube comment section. There was a video on TikTok of a kid from Hamilton who was on the Ocean City boardwalk
Hmm.
and he had a massive Trump flag. It was like 20 feet tall. It was like a normal sized flag, but he had a 20-foot pole for it. And he was walking around the boardwalk. He's 13 years old. He got into an argument with a girl our age, like 19.
Oh my god.
and she's like, that's offensive, going on, and this kid's just like, go Trump, like he's ignoring everything she's saying. I find stuff like that funny. Like as much as I do, I don't like Trump. I will say that stuff like that makes me laugh still. Like this
Yeah.
kid, this little 13-year-old kid just waving the flag around. Oh, it gets better. This girl smacks him across the face, like winds up,
Yo.
smacks him on the boardwalk, and and this kid still like eats it up, and he's just still waving the flag around, walking around. Uh,
Oh
the
no.
cops they like apprehended her and like they brought her in, and they almost arrested her. I'm surprised they didn't.
You see
From a
that?
inside source at the time told me she was very close to being arrested.
Oh my god. She should have got arrested. I mean,
Yeah,
if he likes Trump, he likes Trump. I don't know what you can do about it. You just
yeah.
go your own way. That just
It's
goes to show
people
you. What do you say?
people like that is the more you give, you're just feeding it. The best thing to do is to just ignore it, and it'll go away.
Just go away.
They want the attention. They live for that. They were surrounded. There was like 30 kids surrounding them on the boardwalk. You know that kid was he was living that moment out. He
Exactly.
was he was living to piss you off at that moment, and you got caught lacking.
How do you feel about TikTok?
TikTok, I
Mm-hmm.
deleted TikTok. I don't even have it.
Yeah, I was on it for like 2 days, and I looked at it. I was like, "What the hell is this?" Like nobody's funny. There's like two. There's only two
Yeah,
people on there.
if there's a good enough TikTok, I'll see it on Instagram on a meme
Yeah,
page.
you just have
If it's
people waving their arms around to the weak ass dances like this the whole time, or the Corvette shit.
no, the whole Juju situation, that's funny.
You got cracked.
There's a lady I used to work with who has TikTok, and she's like 35, like grown woman, and she's doing these dances and singing and stuff. It's that's a prime example of TikTok degeneracy. TikTok has a lot of degeneracy.
Yeah, I just can't stand it because a lot of the people that are getting big on TikTok, you can see them that they're switching over to Instagram, and you realize that,
Instagram and Twitter.
and then you look at their content, it's not good content.
TikTok is so bad it almost got shut down.
I
But
was praying for it to
it
get shut down.
could have been the best. It could have been a lasting impact in Trump's legacy. It could have prevented this final impeachment that just happened.
Yeah,
If the
they
TikTok cancellation went through,
would went through.
it could have even maybe saved his legacy.
Hmm.
A
uh,
quick TikTok ban.
yeah, they should have banned it. I was praying for it too. I remember I posted it on my story. Like 5 people unadded me quick from Snapchat. They were so
over a
mad.
over a TikTok ban.
I was like, oh, bro, I'm praying for people to just stop
No,
dancing, waving their
I know
arms around.
I know somebody who definitely got mad at you that we know. She's got like 300,000 followers
What
on
did she,
TikTok.
what did she get mad at me for? I don't remember what I did.
Huh?
I said, what did I do?
No, when you Snapchatted out that TikTok should be banned. They
Oh,
should shut it down.
yeah, they should. Oh my
Oh,
god,
and that's another thing too, that there's girls on TikTok that appeal to just like men
just
looking
men.
to like that are just like horny as hell and down bad. Imagine being so horny that
Just down bad.
you choose to beat your shit on TikTok
Or
instead of like going on the hub or something.
exactly, they're
What
just sitting
the
here
fuck? There's like a 60% chance she seven no 80% chance she's underage,
underage.
and you're beating your shit on
Oh my
TikTok.
god, the pedophiles are having a field day.
They TikTok is probably like the best thing that ever happened for them.
They're going crazy. I bet you. I guarantee lotion is flying off the shelves.
Terrible.
Lotion is definitely flying off the shelves.
And uh, well, yeah, 300,000 followers. I think she's a good example of it.
Wait, how she had like 10K in high school, right?
And yeah, she's got a lot. And
Oh my god! I would see like the behind the scenes and making the TikTok. They brought out so much makeup. I was like, it cannot be that serious.
stupid selfie. You ever see those selfie mirrors? They're selfie lamps. It's like a
Yeah,
circle that just perfectly goes for around your face for the light.
for the
I
tick.
see it. A teacher at a one of the middle schools has it for her Zoom, her
For
where
the
she
Zoom.
teaches, so she looks perfect in the camera. She's got the lighting and everything. She's got a mini studio in her classroom to teach second graders.
Oh my god, they're doing the most. The
Look,
second graders,
who you trying to look good for? Like you hoping a single dad's coming on real quick to look in the camera?
I guarantee you, one of the single dads are popping up at the teacher conferences, and he's gonna try to lay that wood.
Single mom showing up to the Pop Warner football games in
Yeah,
the short shorts and the crop top.
and crop tops. I'm like, oh my
It's
goodness.
like, you gonna let my son play?
But yeah, uh,
Please let my son play. She's,
yeah,
she's stretching out a little bit.
like,
She's letting the shirt hang low. She's that was a funny post. Yo, you know who posted that? That was an Instagram post. Do you follow Coach Quigley on Instagram?
nah.
Yo,
Wait, what's the name? Wait, did he? Wait, where did he coach at?
St. Joe.
Oh,
He was the assistant coach at Tony Quigley.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I follow Tony.
Major shout out to him. He's got the
Re-
funniest post
the
every day
funniest
on his
post
story.
ever.
Oh my gosh.
God,
I love that man's story. I
I'm
live
just
for it.
yeah, I live for it. I'm just mad no one really follows him like that. That shit is
You
funny
need
as
to get
hell.
him on here. You need to get him for an episode if you can.
Yeah,
If
I'm
you fuck with him like that, you need to get him on the
bro. I
podcast.
talk to him like every day.
You need to get him on a sports episode.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get him on a sports episode.
No, question for you.
Yeah,
James Harden to the Nets. Thoughts on the wild, crazy blockbuster deal?
I really do think the Nets they took a L here
I
because
think
they shipped off half their team and like Jared Allen. Jared Allen he was playing better than
he was so
DeAndre Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan is just here to rebound.
Just
I don't.
rebounding.
He can't do anything. I mean, he's gonna get you a lot of rebounds. He's gonna
Yeah,
average like 2 and 10.
2 and 10.
He could legitimately average 2 and 10 on the season. That
Yeah.
seems like legitimate, but he does not. And some block. He'll get you some blocks too.
Do you see it working? Like James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, just dribbling the whole time.
Bro, James Harden is he's built like me right now. He's
He's
built like me.
husky. I bet
He's
his
did you see the
I bet his
picture of
titties
him?
clap when he runs down the court.
Oh my gosh. Did you see the video of him recorded today? It's like James Harden definitely had a pregame meal today.
Yeah, I was sitting there. I was like, oh my goodness. And then the guy in the background was like telling him to stop.
Yeah, he's definitely put on some pounds.
He's a husky
He,
boy.
maybe he'll lose some weight over there, dude. KD's skinny as hell. He'll get him on some weight loss.
Yeah. He'll get him on some protein shakes.
Some New York strip clubs. I said that the deciding factor of James Harden not coming to Philly was the closing of Club Onyx.
Club definitely.
Club Onyx closing
He's
was
like,
the
no,
main reason that James Harden did not sign with the Sixers.
bro. The
Did not
strip
trade over
clubs.
there.
I know the strip clubs in New York. They're going crazy right now.
They're getting rid of dancers, dude. They're going through like top knot. They're ready to put all money in.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get the best dancers and make sure he comes there.
There's a strip club right near Shallock High School. It's like 10 minutes away. I drive by it every day from work, and I always go by there at around 4 o'clock, right when it opens up. And I swear every day there's always a dumpy little Chevy Trailblazer and it drops off this girl who's got like short jeans on. She's got like Jordans, and she's got like a knapsack on, and I know it's got her little outfit in it. And she's just walking in, and she looks so sad. And it's like some old dude. It's like some old dude dropping her off,
Oh,
and he just looks sad. He does. He looks sad in the car.
oh
I always
man,
use their parking lot to go around the red light though, because I don't feel like waiting.
man's
It's a very long wait.
man's down bad.
Yeah,
Huh.
forget the name of it.
Oh, how do you feel about the SJWs on Twitter?
Social justice for
Yes,
that's like the toxicity of Twitter. Like that's the root of it all. People just going out and attacking you for
for anything.
anything they could possibly find.
I was low key trying to get attacked. I was no,
Waiting for it,
I was just
setting
waiting
up the
for it.
trap so you could just start going right back at them.
Yeah, just just catching fish, or a tweet just goes viral.
Oh yeah, and they have something to say about it.
Oh yeah.
Like yeah, there was a tweet that I saw, and it was like talking about hating dodgeball, and someone was like, "How could you hate dodgeball?" And they were like, "Because when you're small and you can't move as fast and you have glasses, which makes you a prime target for bullies, yes, hating dodgeball is real." And the guy replied, "Have you ever tried dodging?" And he had a picture of like it's like the like zoomed in mouth of I think it was Vegeta. I can't from Dragon Ball Z. Oh
hmm
my gosh! Like just the picture of it was so funny. I'll have to find it and send it to you. But I was hysterical laughing.
Oh my god, call my friend. He sent one in like our senior group chat, and it was just a duck stepping on a bird. It's like it's quack around here, nigga. He said, "Fuck his cuckoo shit."
Wait, what?
It's like because
Say that again.
it was a duck stepping on a bird, and then he said, "It's quack around here." He said, "Fuck is that cuckoo shit?"
Oh. I was so I thought you
He
were
said,
talking
"Krr,
about like
krr."
I thought you were talking about like two people like actually said that.
Oh no.
Oh, I was thinking to myself, like, that'd be a pretty funny scenario. Oh, I see it. Yeah.
That shit. I'm not gonna lie. Twitter is fun, but
Yo, I'll miss Trump memes. This is kind of funny.
which which
Oh,
one's
you
that?
saw it.
What does it say?
Oh, it's like what you say, Big T, and it's like Trump's face, photoshopped over the scar face with all the crack on his mouth. He's like, give him another two bands.
uh, Twitter,
Got
they're
funny.
really good for memes. That's
Yeah,
where
Twitter's prime.
I'm just mad I'm not on it all the time because of how invested I get into some of the beef. Like I just look at the comments. The comments are
All
always
the
heat.
time.
It's always heat.
My favorite is like somebody having a well typed out reply, and they're going like all in, and they have like facts and everything, and someone's just like LOL ratio, and everyone just ignores the first tweet, and like the ratio gets like 2,000 likes, like 20 retweets, like just off one word. Like I see why people get so pissed off now.
Because nobody really cares what they say.
Nobody cares.
They're just looking for the funniest comment.
LOL ratio.
Yeah. I
That's my favorite.
I think we could wrap it up here. But
I'd
the
say
moral
this
of the
is a good
story
one.
is think critically and be sensible. I would
Think
love to
critically,
see.
be sensible,
Mhm.
and stay off Twitter.
Stay off
Limit
Twitter.
yourself to an hour a day. Don't take in too much on Twitter.
Even though it is the best social media.
It definitely is. For
I
sure, for sure.
would love to see people think critically, but I have to accept that most of the people are sheep, and I'm fine with that. I'm your host, Joseph Wergy, and I would like to thank you for tuning in to the Sensical Intelligence Podcast. Stay sensible, my friends. I'm out.
Peace out, guys.